Hiya! Welcome! It's been about, I think, 4 or 5 months since I did my last New Order collection update video. And this is another one. We've returned to that long-running series that I thought would end after a few episodes, and I just found more and more stuff for the New Order and related collection, mostly on vinyl, but I think there was a bit of CD and even cassette in there as well. But I've found some more stuff which we'll look at first, but the main purpose of this video, as you can no doubt tell from the video title and thumbnail, is to look at 3 New Order albums, of course albums that I already own on multiple formats already, but on a brand new format, or brand new to me and my collection, that I've never owned before until today. They've come in the post this morning and we're going to look at those with the unboxing / mail opening near the end. But to pad this video out, I'm going to show you some more New Order and related pickups that I've found, because there was still stuff that I didn't realise I wanted until I discovered it. So to get cracking with it, I'll first show you a 12-inch single that I picked up from Bandcamp, and this is Golden Dreams by the German group Invisible Limits. This is a 2025 repressing, so it's a fairly new release, this, or new re-release. I had no idea this existed. It went right under my radar when I was looking for New Order productions and remixes, generally because when New Order were involved with other people's work, they would either be credited as their individual names, so it'd be like a Bernard Sumner remix of Technotronic, for instance, or they would be classed as B music for their productions. But there is a New Order remix that's credited to New Order themselves of Golden Dreams. That's the first track on side A, the New Order edit. Other tracks on here are the Low Interfront remix, the original 12-inch, and a track called En Zeitraum, German version. I will get this open and show you. It's a brand new thing. It was from the Invisible Limits Bandcamp page. And I believe she's the singer in this group, who are still together, I think. I don't know exactly how much work they do now. And they never really had any traction over here in the UK. But the singer Marion emailed me a couple of days after I placed the order, asking for more postage, which seemed a bit cheeky really, as the postage was separate when I made the Bandcamp order. But I kind of thought, well, maybe that's not covering all their taxes. So she asked for another £15, which made this quite expensive, if I'm perfectly honest. But she did say that if I wanted her to, she would sign it, and I said yes please, and there we go. There's the signature of the singer from Invisible Limits. She also included a sticker there, and I will show you this vinyl as it is coloured. So this song, Golden Limits, hopefully I'll be playing you a bit of it in a moment. Oh, that's nice. Coming out nice and golden on screen. It's almost like a peach really as I sit behind it, but really nice, that proper gold colour. As I kind of move it between the light there, you can kind of see it sort of darkens up into more peach colour, but yeah, it's classed as a gold disc, as you would expect it to be with a track called Golden Dreams. Great track. I had no idea New Order had produced or remixed. I think it's probably classed as a track for a relatively obscure German synth group in the mid-80s. This originally came out, I think, around 85-ish. Really happy that I was able to get this pretty new repressing. There was plenty of older pressings of it available on Discogs as well, so I knew it'd be fairly easy to get my hands on the New Order edit of Golden Dreams.
Desert sand in my hand. And I began to run.
Next we move on to some Discogs pickups now before we get to the main event. Here's one. I made a best offer on Discogs Marketplace. I wasn't expecting to get this at such a low price, low by the normal standards anyway. It took, I think, 3 or 4 days before the seller actually accepted the offer, and then I was able to check out and buy it. But I did get it for £40, and then postage was maybe under a £5. I've got the tracks elsewhere. I've got at least one of them on a compilation album, and I think both of them on a New Order bootleg CD that has rare tracks and studio outtakes on them. But it is the famous Merry Christmas from the Hacienda Flexi-disc. Not much to look at. Give you very quick butchers at the Flexi itself. I don't really like handling these too much because they're so delicate. £40 was, I think, a good price for this, because I've seen this really listed at more than double that. A lot of people are asking triple figures for this, but it was basically New Order pissing around in, I think, 1982. This would have come out very soon after the Hacienda nightclub opened. Not all the members. I've got a feeling it might have just been Barney and Steve. I don't think Hooky was involved. Unlikely Gillian was as well, but it's classed as a New Order single or a flexi, and they did very kind of ironic, deliberately naff covers of Ode to Joy and Rocking Carol. They're pretty awful, if I'm perfectly honest, but it's for the New Order collection. This always felt like a bit of a hole in the collection, really. Even though I own the tracks in other places, I did want my own flexi from the Hacienda and their Christmas party in 1982. I think it's 82 anyway. So there we go. Not much else to say about it, but £40 I think is about as cheap as I've ever seen this. And it was a best offer, so I think it was up for maybe about 50 or more. So I was lucky to get around a tenner off this. Merry Christmas from New Order and the Hacienda. Here's one that is a split single, and I'd seen this ages ago, and I didn't really think that I would want to add it to the collection because it just felt like too much doubling up, really. And plus, one of the artists has got nothing to do with New Order, apart from the fact they did do a couple of remixes for them back in the 90s for World and True Faith. But the single is on the, what label is it? Finger Licking Records. This will be from the early 2000s, and it's Oakenfold, or Paul Oakenfold, with Time of Your Life, Lee Coombs dub, and the other side is New Order Crystal, the Lee Coombs Bach remix. Now, Crystal was remixed by Lee Coombs at least a couple of times. I've got the 12-inch that features his two mixers on it, and at least those two mixers, maybe another one, maybe even this one, I can't remember, will be on one of the Crystal CD singles from 2001 as well. But I don't believe I've got this specific Bach remix on any other format. As I say, it could be on one of the CDs, I can't remember, but I'm pretty certain it's not on the 12-inch. So I thought I would add this. It was pretty cheap, I can't remember the price. Finger Licking, some sort of small boutique dance label. I think they're still going. I think their website was one I did check out, but this was long deleted title. Wasn't particularly interested in the Oakenfold track here, but I will listen to it because I listen to everything that I buy. That's all I can say about this one, really. Crystal and Time of Your Life, New Order and Paul Oakenfold, the Lee Coons remixes.
We're like crystal, we break easy. I'm a poor man. If you leave me, I'm applauded, then forgotten. It was summer, now it's autumn.
Next is another 12-inch single. There again, it's more a case of doubling up, but I didn't have this on vinyl. I've only got this particular track that I wanted on mini disc, funnily enough. It's from the Chemical Brothers album Surrender, and it is Out of Control, and of course it goes in my New Order collection because of Bernard Sumner providing vocals, and it does say he provides guitar for it as well. So this wasn't a lot of money either, from a Discogs seller in the UK. A little look at the disc there, but there's nothing much to see or say about it. 2 tracks on this, Out of Control and Out of Control Sasha Club Mix on the flip. I haven't listened to the Surrender album in many years, and it is one that I would like to review for Minidisc Monday, hopefully at some point in 2026 as the series continues, but we'll see. With it being a Bernard Sumner appearance, and I did own it on the album, but I always felt maybe I should add the 12-inch single to the collection as well. I decided to do that. Chemical Brothers and Bernard Sumner, Out of Control. The last item on vinyl before we can get to the main event mail opening is another Le Disque de Crépuscule release. And I thought that I wouldn't really want any more of these. I'd bought a lot from LTM/Crepuscule/Factory Benelux. Many of them direct from my friend James Nice, who runs the labels, and others that had been long sold out and deleted I've picked up on Discogs. This one was another Discogs pickup from Brussels with Love. Double album, I believe this is. Yes, it is. It's also a gatefold sleeve. A reissue from something that would have originally come out in the 80s. This would be mid or late 2010s, I think. There's your gatefold. And the reason I bought this, there again, it's essentially doubling up, but it features a track by Kevin Hewitt called Haystack, and that is quite historic really in New Order fandom, because it was really the first time New Order played together, or the 3 remaining members of Joy Division, I should say, after Ian Curtis's death. The first time they played in the studio, I should say. They were basically the backing band for Kevin Hewitt and his track Haystack, and it is credited in some places as Kevin Hewitt featuring, or Kevin Hewitt and New Order. I do have the track on, I've got it on at least the aforementioned Rarities bootleg CD, but it's nice to get it in more of an official vein here, and I will show you one of the discs as it's white vinyl. I say it every time I buy a Crepuscule release, I do love their logo on their centre label. So lots of other stuff on here. Is there anything that's standing out to me that I can mention? Nothing else really New Order related. I mean, I think it's an interview clip actually with Martin Hannett, classed as The Music Room. Other artists on here: Thomas Dolby, Michael Nyman, Richard Jobson, The Rutty Column, Certain Ratio. So few acts that I know or know of on here, but I only really got it for Kevin Hewitt and New Order's Haystack. But really glad that I got this. It wasn't too bad a price. Long since unavailable at any of James Nice's label websites. There we go, from Brussels with Love, the white vinyl reissue.
Early in the morning, the beat
are singing, and the birds are stinging in an open air surgery, in an open air surgery, in an open air surgery. Honey, in the morning, the bees are singing, and the birds are stinging in a...
Right then, on to the main event. This is from the New Order store, and you know what these are gonna be. I am such a nerd for audio formats. I mean, if there's a format that I can buy that I can play pretty easily with whatever setup I've currently got, then I will want to try it out. And even in the case of 8-track, I mean, I ended up buying the 8-track portable a few months ago that I was pointing to there, so that I could play my one Anders Egger Jensen 8-track cartridge. I just like experiencing old formats. This isn't an old format, it's one that's probably arguably the newest physical format that you can buy, with a lot of artists really re-releasing their old albums here. Let's get it open. The price of this, there's 3 albums in here, quite expensive, but I think because it was as a bundle from the New Order store there was a little bit of a discount. I want to say it was around the £55 mark. That looks like a return slip, so hopefully I won't need that. But what I have here is the first 3 of the New Order Blu-ray audio album reissues. So we've got 1981's Movement, oop, holding that upside down. Then 1985's Low Life, and 1986's Brotherhood. Now then, why isn't Power, Corruption and Lies in this bundle? Well, from what I've read, Power, Corruption and Lies obviously being New Order's second studio album, the master tapes that Stephen Wilson, who is the guy who does a lot of these Atmos remixes that feature on these Blu-ray reissues, they got lost or wiped or something, and therefore, although a reissue of that album in like a normal CD or vinyl format can still be released, it's impossible to be able to do an Atmos remix of Power, Corruption and Lies. Stephen Wilson was able to remix Movement, Low Life and Brotherhood, so we get 3 of the first 4. I don't know if there's going to be any more sort of technique and beyond. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. Did I need these? No. In fact, when they were first announced, I thought, oh, that's interesting, but I didn't know if I wanted them enough, because I've got these albums many times over now. I've got 2 CDs of Movement and the vinyl, same for Low Life and same for Brotherhood, and I've got them on cassette as well, so plenty of ways to listen to these albums, but I've never heard or never played a Blu-ray audio. And I might have to get my glasses on just to drill down into some of the technical information here. For instance, the 2024 mixers are Dolby Atmos, DTS HD 5.1 surround sound, and 96 kHz / 24-bit PCM stereo, and also an instrumental mix as well. And it does feature also a 2019 stereo remaster, and there's similar on Brotherhood, but the stereo remaster is 2024, and similar for Low Life, but the stereo version is 2023. But all these 2025 releases, obviously, they've just come out over the last few days. It's another format to add to the music collection, really, and with it being New Order, I know that the Blu-ray audio market has grown. I wouldn't say it's exploded over the last couple of years or so, but it's certainly grown. I've seen people on social media and on videos in the vinyl community here on YouTube talk about and show Blu-ray audio albums, and now I'm able to do the same. I don't think I'm going to get any of these open and unsealed today, as I don't think there's going to be much to look at. There might be a little bit of a booklet and a disc that will look almost identical to a CD, let's be honest. How am I going to play these? I'm going to play them in my Xbox One, which isn't ideal for listening to music, but I'm lucky in the fact that my television, which obviously I will watch Blu-rays and DVDs, the video format, on, it does have like a bit of a faux surround setting that I leave on, and it's got really good sound, my TV. I know that sounds a bit braggadocious, but a lot of TVs, modern TVs really, you have to really buy a sound bar or set up some surround system to really get the best audio from it. But with my TV, it's got like faux DTS surround built in. I think I'll only listen to maybe the Atmos mixers and just see if even with my sort of non-audiophile setup I can discern any difference. They're really collection pieces ultimately. But I'm very happy that I've got my very first Blu-ray audio albums, and that they are from my very favourite band, New Order. And there we go, that is another, after a rather long hiatus of a few months, New Order collection update. But I was always going to do a standalone video about these Blu-ray albums here, but just showing those on their own would have been a bit dull, and I was able to find some more things for the New Order vinyl collection as well to beef this video up. I want to say special thanks to my wonderful subscribers and generous patrons. I'm going to go now, start listening to all this good stuff. I think I'm going to listen to all the 12-inch singles and the album on vinyl first, as all that stuff that I either haven't heard in full properly at all or not for a long time. As for the New Order albums, I'm very excited to hear them from my Xbox One, but with my setup I can't imagine them sounding much better than the CD versions, maybe even a little bit inferior, but perhaps in a future video somewhere along the line I might be able to give you a bit of an update as to what I think, if I can spot any differences or improvements or anything, who knows. But until that time, I'll say my goodbyes now and ask that you all join me again next time for my next music collecting video. Cheers everyone. See ya!